Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Demo Jam. We are talking about admin apps. My name is Amanda Nelson. I'm Senior Director of Community and Comms at Salesforce AppExchange. Joining me today is the wonderful Joshua Hoskins. Joshua, you want to say hello?
Yes, hello. How is everyone doing? How are you, Amanda? Long time no see.
I know, right? I'm so glad we get to do these demo jams because we get to hang out at least once a month for these.
Absolutely.
I think that's the
Absolutely.
only reason I do these demo jams.
Well, we're all one big happy family here. This month, we'll be talking about admin apps, and we want to encourage everyone to follow along on Twitter with us with hashtag DemoJam. Today's participants will include RevCult, Revenue Grid, Squid, Dun& and Bradstreet, Squiver, and Rebuick. And we're really excited to have everyone here. And there are some rules as well, Amanda, aren't there?
There are some rules, and they are the same. They have not changed. The rules are you have 3 minutes to demo. That's right, just 3 minutes. So each of these awesome apps are going to get 3 minutes to show the best of their admin use case. There are zero slides, nothing is pre recorded. Everything you see is live. So you're really getting a chance to see what these apps are all about. And there'll be one winner chosen by you, the audience, today. We will be launching the Zoom poll after the demos are done, and you will have 3 minutes to choose your favorite demo. That's it. Those are the rules. Should we get started?
Sure, absolutely short and sweet. So then the first person we have up today is Dun and Bradstreet. So Dnb Optimizer for Salesforce helps companies cleanse, match, and enrich their B2B data natively within Salesforce CRM, helping customers increase sales, improve campaign performance, and then also reduce the costs associated to bad data. Joining us today, we've got Wyatt. Wyatt, let's go ahead and get your screen showing. Are you out there?
I am here. Thank you very much.
Awesome. We can
Ready to
see your
begin?
screen. We can hear you well. Your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. Today, I'll be showing you Dun & Bradstreet's Optimizer for Salesforce, which is a managed package you can install directly into Salesforce, which can help clean and enrich data on the lead, account, and contact records for both existing and newly created records. The first feature we're going to look at is called Search Before Create. Our Search Before Create feature allows users the ability to search the Dnb Data Cloud prior to creating a lead and account record. This is for net new or one-off account creation. Using the criteria such as business name, DUNS number, website, or business registration number, we can perform a base search on the Dnb Data Cloud prior to creating a record. Using the business name Chewy, now we'll see anything with the name Chewy in our business name field appear within the search results. Obviously, there's a lot to look at here, so we can add more criteria such as address information, industry, or location type to narrow down our selection. We can also prevent duplicates from coming into the system. Every time Optimizer for Salesforce makes a match, we will append a unique identifier called the Dnb DUNS number. If we see that DUNS number already exists within your Salesforce instance, then when we return results within Search Before Create, we can go ahead and prevent that duplicate from being created by graying out the Create button. For this example, we'll create a new account where we'll automatically populate the account name, DUNS number, website, and address information. Now, Optimizer for Salesforce does work in real time. So as soon as this account is created, Optimizer will offer a match for this record. The Dnb attributes will then be added to the actual account, and we'll be able to pull open a custom object where we append all of our data to. And I apologize, looks like I'm hitting some latency, which isn't good for me. But right off the bat here, Optimizer for Salesforce will create a custom object for each one of our matches, and we'll populate all of our data to the custom object itself. This means by default, we're not overriding any of your data. But if you do want to take data attributes from the custom object and populate them on the standard object, there is a default way to do so within our tool, or you could leverage workflow rules or process builders in order to achieve this.
30 seconds remaining.
Data Stewardship tab will also be installed. So this is our dashboard We can identify your duplicates through the DUNS number that we provide for each record, flag those duplicates, and merge them to a master record of your choice. We also have a family tree management, which deals with native Salesforce hierarchy. It deals with parent and child relationships. If we notice you have a child and a parent, we can link that together. Or if the parent doesn't exist, we can give you the opportunity to create the parent and link the child to it. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so very much. Well, data quality is the name of the game, and that's what we're here to talk to, how to save admins. Lots of time with making sure that data quality is at the forefront and very easy for anyone to take advantage of. I love the fact that you have the ability with the parent and childing of records and adding in the parent and moving the children over. That is always the one of the problems that people run into when they use foreign relevant unique keys from other authorities and being able to understand how their business is structured and how they want to structure their accounts versus what they want to do to the authoritative system. So it needs to be very customizable. And you showed that was doable from your app demo today. So thank you very much for your demo, Wyatt.
Thank you.
Amanda, what questions out there do we have for Wyatt?
Yes, and if you have any questions, feel free to pop them into the Q&A here, and we will work to ask them live. The question we got is, what is a use case that Dnb Optimizer for Salesforce solves for admins?
Sure. So Optimizer solves for any data challenges inside of Salesforce today. So you can leverage the power of the Dnb Data Cloud to cleanse, match, enrich, and maintain data quality. So data quality has huge impacts on all processes connected to Salesforce, and Dnb can help streamline and manage your data in a more powerful but simple way.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Amanda, who do we have up next?
Yeah, great job. Next up, we have RevCult. RevCult provides proactive security solutions for Salesforce that keeps customer data private and safe. Their Who Sees What Explorer enables admins to easily implement, manage, and prove who sees what and why in a single view. I think that makes sense with the name, right? Who Sees What Explorer. So excited to see that. Today, we have Devin Bushweller, Solution Architect at RevCult. Devin, are you out there?
I'm here, Amanda. Thanks for having us.
Well, you sound good. Your camera, we can see everything. The screen's great. So let's do it. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thanks for having us today again. And for everyone on the call, so RevCult has a native managed package, Cloud Security Cockpit, which makes admins' lives easier for operationalizing a Salesforce security program. So as all admins know, Salesforce is incredibly flexible and extensible, but that adds tremendous complexity for gathering and managing security requirements. So RevCult just helps admins reduce the amount of time in the setup menu trying to dig through who sees what so that they can focus on more revenue generating activities. So here, starting on RevCult's Cloud Security Cockpit Security Insights dashboard, we look across 6 lenses where you analyze your current configuration. So immediately admins can prioritize risk based on their scores here. And each of the scores has all of the underlying details feeding into it. So if we look into access control, we can see password settings and if they're in line with corporate policy, if users are logging in with SSO or if they're logging in locally. So each of these 6 lenses breaks it down. So another one is for data protection. By running the Security Insights dashboard, admins can automatically see potential high-risk fields in the org based on what's in the data type and the field label. So then they can go classify those. So by just running this analysis, admins automatically know what sensitive information lives in their org. And the last point here is for the security model. So Salesforce is really flexible, like I mentioned before. So in the authorization model, we can see at a summary level system permission assignments in the org, like users who have the ability to export reports or view all data. Those are definitely higher percentages. So immediately we know we need to do something about that. And same with the vulnerable high risk fields. We can see fields that were classified as high risk where the exposure rate is over 60%. So now we can take action by going into the Who Sees What Explorer and looking in the system permissions lens, where now we can double click into a specific system permission and see who was assigned that and the reasons why. So this is eliminating the mining activity that admins have to do with the native tooling. And now I can see all of the users who have the ability to export reports and where that permission assignment is coming from. In the objects lens, we can look at any object in the org, and in a single view, we see all of the users who have access to this
30
object.
seconds remaining.
Thanks, Josh. They're assigned permissions, and we can prioritize it based on the sensitivity level of the data. So now we're seeing in one view all of the field level access to high risk information and why that is what it is, whether it's from a profile or permission set. It's important to take a programmatic approach to Salesforce security. So RevCult also gives customers to see how their org's configuration evolves over time here with our summarized trend reporting dashboard.
Wow, with only a few seconds to spare, I love the visual at the end. Awesome job on this demo. You really did cater to admins to explain exactly what the experience would be for them when it comes to managing and operationalizing their security programs. I love the mining aspect, the fact that you can see those detailed user permissions in a clear, rolled up way. It just gives that single view that you said, just to make life easier and move faster, especially when it comes to security and you do need to work quickly. So you're just saving the admin so much time and effort. Great job. And also love the visual data in the dashboard. All right, I hope everyone's enjoying these demos too. Yeah, feel free to put those questions in the chat. The question that we got for you, Devin, how can RevCult help companies prepare for audits?
Yeah, great question. So for admins who are just looking for a quick win, RevCult offers a self-assessment where admins can just install our managed package and run the analysis. And immediately they have a downloadable action plan where they know risks in their org, and then they can take that action plan and remediate. So that's a free option. Reach out to sales@revcult.com if you're interested in that and would like to learn more. But it's important. We really recommend that admins take a programmatic approach to managing security. So after that initial assessment, whether they perform it manually or with our managed package, having processes in place to maintain the remediations and documenting any accepted risks, so that when the auditors come knocking, it's not a fire drill type situation. You're prepared and have all the information that you need to be able to provide to information security and compliance.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that demo. Very, very much appreciated. Next up, we have Revenue Grid. So Revenue Grid is a Salesforce native guided selling platform that completely automates calendar and email data auto capturing directly into the CRM. The unique selling point of Revenue Grid is that the sync engine is 100% customizable and can be adjusted to the most unique integration scenarios, fully adapting to the way that you work. Revenue Grid then analyzes the data to provide full visibility into every deal and every team member to drive repeatable revenue. With us today, we've got Gal, who's going to show us how to do all of that, customize it, and hopefully 3 minutes or less. Are you out there?
I'm there. Can you see my screen?
We can see your screen and we can hear you very well. Your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
Perfect. So I'm Gal from Revenue Grid. For 15 years, we've been syncing email and calendar into Salesforce. But you know what? Our customers came into us and said, okay, you see the data in Salesforce, you see the data in our email, calendar, and other systems. What can you tell us? Can you tell us more than just bringing it into Salesforce? And we can do that. And not only we can do that, we can do it also securely. We can run this whole data in a private cloud or on-premise. That makes it even more powerful, if you need to go through InfoSec, right, to implement Salesforce solutions. So let's look here at, at opportunities here. And we can see opportunities, now I'm a VP sales for Dunder Mifflin. My financial year is closing just in a few days. And you know what? I don't know what my team is doing because you know what? They're notorious to not update Salesforce. But the good thing here is I can actually look at the data by combining data from Salesforce, email, and calendar and provide a great view. My CEO is calling me. He wants to know exactly what we are doing, how the quarter looks, and I can see exactly what activity is happening here. I can even filter my opportunities at risk, and I can see here Stark Industries. That's one I was really counting on, and it doesn't look good. It's in red. Let's dive into. Let's open that here. The first thing I can see here are sales signals. Okay, wow, a decision maker is not responding to us. We can even see that on LinkedIn. this decision maker has actually left the company. That's not good. We want to close this opportunity very closely. Our financial year is closing. What else can we see here? We can see the timeline. Our sales rep, Michael, he's trying to reach out. But you know what? The last activity we had here, the last meeting was early June. Okay, when's the last email we got from them? Also, just a few days after. That does not look promising, right? And it's sitting in my forecast to close just in a few days. We need to make sure we can get this up and running again. What else can we learn? We can look at the relationships. Okay, who exists in our communication, not in Salesforce, but in email and calendar, right? We can see that we spend a lot of time as an evaluator. That's great, but the decision maker is not responding. We just noticed he left the company, and we can see other people here. They actually exist in our email calendar, but not in Salesforce. We have an add to Salesforce button. We can just click and add them. We can reach out to Tony Stark. If his name happens to be in the name of the company, he's probably someone that can help us move that deal. We can see the full engagement. What's happening? When did we engage? When first and last? We can see that this deal changed 238 times. Little demo secret, we change it every day because this deal is a demo deal. It never closes. We can also dive and we can see our documents, which documents went out, right? We didn't send an agreement here. And we can actually look at our team. Who in our team is performing? How are they performing? How many meetings? We can dive into each team member, see what he's doing, see his opportunities, and help him. That's a coaching tool. Creates this great visibility. And all that I showed you can happen even on premise, right? Which really happens when you have sensitive data and you don't want this to be outside of your organization. So really, we create your organization, your sales team way more efficient. We created visibility for the top management to see exactly what's happening, and we combine this information from multiple data sources for these insights.
Thank you. So, yeah, that's definitely a lot, right, Amanda?
It was. It was like right at the buzzer there. It was a great job.
Well, I can do it in 3 minutes and 3 hours, Whatever it's gonna give me.
The next demo jam will be 3 hours per partner, so don't worry about that.
My mouth is wide open when looking at all the things that you were showing. One of the things that was eye-opening here is the data that you have from email and calendaring is very important. If you're not talking to them or emailing them or engaging them at some point, your deal is probably not going to go anywhere depending on what products or services you're selling. And you can see that all from one view here. I also love how you can also track how much time you're spending with one of the parties as well. The amount of time that you're spending with one of the parties, you may not be spending time with the right person. So to be able to see that at your fingertips is great. So thanks so much for putting that demo together. Amanda, what questions do we have out there for the audience?
Yes. So the question is, how is this different from Einstein activity capturing?
Well, Einstein activity capture, a great Salesforce product, all the Salesforce products are great, but it has limitations. One of the things we get Salesforce reps to bring us, help us in opportunities where the security team doesn't want this data sit in the public cloud. And in this case, we can actually do it on premise on a private cloud and provide this kind of this activity capture, but do it in a secure way. Second is reporting. Einstein activity capture is not reportable, right? But we bring this information to Salesforce. All those fields you can actually put in Salesforce fields and make it reportable to make it easy to generate the views that your management wants to see. So let's say we, an admin thing. Admins come to us all the time and says like, we can't provide those reports to our management. We can do it using this tool, and now you'll be a hero because you'll turn your sales leaders, into ability to see their data. They'll come to you and thank you for that.
Yes.
Awesome. Very cool. Sure. Thank you so much for that demo. Amanda, who do we have up next?
Yes, great job. Thank you for that. The next up we have is Rukblik. Rukblik adds auto-saving, drafting, and save previews for standard and custom objects, giving you more control of Salesforce data entry. Admins can now recreate user issues quickly without retyping form data, while users are happy that losing data due to timeouts, accidental module closures, and errors are a thing of the past. Yes, that's really true. Today we have Kyle Merkins and Noah Landers, Salesforce developer and Salesforce admin at Rukblik.
Kyle, Noah, are you out there?
We are here. See
All
us,
right.
hear us?
Yeah, we can see it. We can't see your screen yet. Is that part of the
All right, it is.
thing?
Let me share the screen. Here we
Yeah,
go.
I mean, want to give you the full 3 minutes with that wig.
And I'm going to practice Rukblik. Is that right?
Rukblik, you got it.
Got it.
All right. Well, we can see your screen now. Everything is great. Your 3 minutes starts now.
All right. Hey, Noah, you got a second?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of an opportunity, though. I don't want to lose my work.
And I only need 3 minutes. I made a major breakthrough with Salesforce record editing, and I need your assistance. Bring your laptop over.
All right, let me just save this quick.
That won't be necessary.
Saving a record? What do you mean?
Save buttons. Where we're going, we don't need save buttons. Let me drop this LWC component on the page. All right, let's go to your opportunity record. Which record were you editing?
It's called Clock Tower Restoration.
Clock Tower Restoration. City of Hill Valley?
Yep.
All right. With this component, you can still either cancel or save your record, but if my calculations are correct, 5 seconds after we make an edit, you're about to see some serious auto-saving. Let's finish updating your deal with Rukblik this time.
Let's update that type field.
All right.
Yep, that works. Existing business. Oh, why are they're different colors?
What did I tell you? 5,000 milliseconds.
What'd you do with my record?
Nothing. The integrity and structure of your record is completely intact.
But did it save? Where'd it go?
It automatically saves your edits as a private draft. The colors tell you which fields are saved and which will overwrite the values on the record when you publish. You see, you become the first record time traveler, so to speak. That version of the draft is visible to you and nobody else until you're ready to publish.
So does this mean my edits are saved as I go? I don't want to lose any more work?
100%. You can close your tab, log out of Salesforce, even turn off your computer, and your edits are safely stored in Salesforce for you. You can even create a draft of a record that doesn't exist from the draft tab.
Well, this is heavy.
So you can go back in time to finish your work later, but what about the future?
What do you mean the future?
So remember that issue that you were troubleshooting just the other day, the one that you had all those edits that you couldn't save because the error kept popping up?
Yeah. And I had to only click cancel, send you all these screenshots, list out all the steps to reproduce. Ugh.
Precisely. If I harness this draft and couple together with a saved preview, I can travel to the future and find out what in the name of Sir Isaac H. Newton is going on. Rukblik tells me whether it's success or shows the errors. Let's try it. So let's change maybe the stage.
Yep, qualification. That's
Qualification.
right.
We'll do a save preview.
Oh yeah, there's an error.
Correct. We traveled through the trigger order of execution to come back and show you what will happen when you try to publish. Good thing your values are saved as a draft.
So are you saying you built a record time machine on Salesforce?
Exactly the way I see it. If you're going to go build one, why not build it with some style? Let's fix this field and preview it again. So let's fix next steps.
I gotta call the mayor.
Call the mayor. All right. Preview again.
Perfect. Now I can publish this change for everyone to see.
Of course, we publish it. Next time you have an issue, send me the link to your draft and I'll review it so fast it's almost instantaneous. I'll give
30 seconds remaining.
I'll let you get back to your work. Remember, your future Salesforce records haven't been written yet, so make them all good ones.
Wow. Time traveling during a demo jam. That's new. I enjoyed that a lot. Besides the time traveling, I just like the concept of being able to stay ahead of possible errors. You know, once you're actually in that situation, it's pretty challenging and a deterrent and sets you back. So to be able to know it before it happens is huge. I also like how it was really clear and easy to see and follow the process, see how to change it, and all of that stuff. So it's just very well organized. Great job on that demo. Questions coming in. Okay, can you publish without saving a draft first? And can this be set up by the user or object?
Yeah,
by user or object?
Yeah, great question. So this create draft one opens up the screen, and actually we can do a publish straight away to the database. You don't have to save as a draft anything intermittent. So you can use it almost as an edit screen with added features compared to the Salesforce standard edit button. And yeah, we can set it up by user and object or even profile.
Very cool. Thanks so much. Joshua, what's up next?
Yes, next up we've got Squid. So Squid is a toolkit used to create low-code, human-centered design experiences on Salesforce. Generic applications rarely match the unique needs of the user, which kills adoption, productivity, and ultimately ROI. Admins and developers increase app adoption and innovation with low-code, Lightning native tools from Squid, With Squid, you can build custom Salesforce apps that match your user's workflow, requiring less time, money, and code. That's amazing. With us today, we've got Win, who's going to show us how to do all that in hopefully 3 minutes or less. Are you out there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
We can, and we can see your screen as well. Your 3 minutes starts now. Good luck.
Awesome. Hi, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me on this demo. This is a Squid demo, but it's actually a real app that we spun up to manage our employee training on our product. So for a large org that has hundreds or thousands of users, the current Salesforce user view is not easily searchable or filterable. And that's why we created this custom Squid app to make it easier on us. So it's specific to a use case, but it can be easily duplicated for your user management needs in your org. So let's dive in. So we're using the user standard object here, but we're adding some custom fields like cohort because we're dividing all of the users in the company into cohorts, and we want to track whether or not they're trained or untrained. Here we have a Squid table that shows us a list of all of the users. You notice that if a user needs some help, like if they need email verification or if they're untrained, the row can be highlighted, making it easy for you to scan. If a user email contains .invalid, a button can render to take you to the user edit page. So editing user email can only be done on the Salesforce setup side, but this helps you get there really quickly without all the long click path. The next thing is a Squid Filter set. You can quickly search for your user. Or if you want to find everyone in cohort 2 that needs email verification, you can find that person really quickly. Another example is that, if you want to find all of untrained employees, you can filter down and then select all of the users and reassign them to another cohort with mass update. Just like that. And the next thing I want to show you is the Squid charts and the KPI. The KPI is generated on the front end, so you don't need to use roll-up summary field here. And it can aggregate all kinds of data regardless of relationship between the objects. And the last thing I would like to show you is that if you have a lot of columns on your table, and if you like to hide some of them, you can go to table settings and you can hide the columns that you don't need. And this is my Squid demo, and just want to show you an example of how you can build a custom Squid app to pull in data and to help you manage your Salesforce admin tasks, and in this case, for user management. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was amazing. The fact that you have this app that you've built just for your internal use case, it really is intuitive for a user. It saves times on the click path, but it also allows you to also create different actions with the records as well, such as mass update and emailing. All of that is really great. Thanks so much. Amanda, what questions out there do we have from the audience?
Yes, great job on the demo. What common use case do you have for Squid for admins?
For admins, user management is a common use case, and actually our solution engineer that built this app for our training was a Salesforce admin in her previous life, and she said that admin app use cases are actually very powerful because with Squid you can pull in all kinds of data regardless of their relationship. And you can show all of them because, and it helps you just easily do these tasks like what I just showed you, just making life a lot easier. And none of that is done without any code. So it's just drag and drop with a visual builder. So yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you so much. Amanda, who do we have up next?
Yeah, last but not least. So after this demo, we'll be launching that poll. So get ready. Next up, we have Squiver. Squiver is the Salesforce quiver of solutions helping to drive revenue optimization natively on Salesforce. Customer success and sales teams benefit by representing the plan of success via their playbook and build key relationships via Squiver's relationship management tool, OrgChart. Today we have Ollie, and he is Director of Product at Squiver. Ollie, are you out there?
I am. Thank you. I'll go ahead and share my screen.
Perfect. I'm excited to see this demo.
All right. Okay, so
your time starts now. You're good to go.
Trying to jump ahead of you here.
It's all good. Go ahead.
As Amanda mentioned, Squivr helps to solve a variety of sales and customer success use cases, but the flexibility of our application allows us to bring value across an organization. I'll be demoing a couple HR scenarios that you might be familiar with today. So sticking with Gal's theme of the office, I am now the energetic and lovable Toby Flenderson, the HR admin at Dunder Mifflin. From Squiver org chart, I can view my entire corporate hierarchy, the reporting structure that rolls up to that corporate account, as well as the reporting structure within each branch. I'll go ahead and expand the Scranton branch for now, and we'll see what we have. So as you can see, dotted lines are available where I can easily drag and drop and create indirect relationships between individuals. I can also easily change the layout, update the card style template, which I'll do now. There's a ton of valuable actions available on the icons from the cards, but I won't be needing them today, so I'll change my card style to give me a little more real estate. I'm also able to view the hierarchy in a list view, if that's easier. I can apply filters, move contacts to and from the parking lot. And if I want to include the org chart and orientation, a new hire orientation deck, I can easily export it using one of the supported file types. So in this example, HR corporate has informed us that Michael and Holly are in an intimate relationship, which unfortunately violates our company policy and has to result in Holly being transferred. So I can go ahead and click into Holly's card. And from the contact detail panel, I'm able to see my full page layout that's assigned to me. Record type and profile are fully respected here. So I'm going to go ahead and make an update and save. So doing that just kicked off the employee transfer process, which we now manage using Squiver Playbook. So I'll hop into Holly's contact record. And from Contact Playbook, I'm now able to see that the employee transfer process has been applied and all the milestones are laid out. From here, I'm able to see not just what needs to be done to complete this transfer, but also who's assigned to doing it, when they're due. So I can easily track not just my activities,
30 seconds remaining.
Those of my team. So I'll go ahead and I'll click off a few of these here. And you can see that progress is updated quickly and it's all reportable in Salesforce. Let's assume that Michael created his mixtape and Daryl got Holly successfully to Nashville. I'll finish my task, my final task, by reassigning Holly to the Nashville branch. I can easily do that by drag and drop. And finally, I noticed that Ryan Howard, who's a past employee, is still reflected on the org chart. We don't need him here. So let's go ahead and drag him to the parking lot. So he's no longer appearing on our org chart, but his contact record and all the data still exists in Salesforce for historical purposes.
Oh, and that is time.
All right.
Great job on this demo. Wow, I love the org chart structure, how you make it so visual and interactive. It is way easier than creating a slide deck with all the little headshots. I don't know if anyone's done that besides me, but it's not fun. But in addition to that, I love how you can dig into the cards and apply actions. So you can make changes right in there to make it a lot easier and smoother, move faster. And then you can visually see right then and there the change and how it looks to make sure everything is right. So I thought that was a great demo. And I love these Dunder Mifflin references. I'm just going to say you and Gal should hang out there.
Yep. Definitely the second one of today.
Yes. And that's great. I love it. It's that and Breaking Bad we see a lot too. We got some Heisenberg orgs we've seen. Okay, so the questions are coming in. How are the playbook milestones defined, and are you able to have multiple playbooks if Squiver is being used for various processes?
Yes, it's a great question. So I'll show you that real quick. So that's all set up under milestone templates. So the one that we were just looking at is the employee transfer template, where you can define who owns certain milestones. You can assign some dependent criteria. So in this case, if the program was employee transfer, and then you assign your milestone headers, child headers, and the related tasks. So all this runs dynamically once that record is updated to employee transfer, and it all gets applied. And then, yeah, you can have as many templates as you want across any object. So we can be deployed on any standard or custom object that you have in Salesforce.
Very cool. Thanks so much. All right, those are all the demos for the day today. Now we are going to launch the poll. Okay.
Absolutely voting.
We have a winner. And the winner is, ready? Rukblik. Would you like to come off mute and have a little acceptance speech?
Oh, it just means a lot to us. This is our first Demo Jam 2, and we've launched recently here, less than a year. So thanks everyone for joining, and really great presentations all around. So thanks a lot.
Well, thank you. Awesome job. First time, first win. That does happen sometimes, so you never know. Thank you all for joining us today. We hope you had a blast. Check out all of these apps at appdemojam.com and check out even more Demo Jam videos on YouTube right here if you're watching the recording. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good one. Bye, Joshua.
Bye, Amanda. Bye, crew. Have a great one. Bye-bye.